I like to simply state that I do not understand the nature and cause of the action in regard of the elements of my personal jurisdiction.
All right. Are you entering a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I cannot enter a plea at the moment because I'm not sure what I'm going to be tried under. What jurisdiction am I going to be tried under?
All right, folks, buckle up, because today we've got yet another sovereign citizen showdown in court. And let me tell you, this guy walked in thinking he's cracked the secret code to the justice system. Spoiler alert, he hasn't. The judge asks him the most basic question: guilty, not guilty, or no contest? And instead of answering, he launches into a speech about how he doesn't understand the nature and cause of action in regard to the elements of his personal.
In a moment, I'm going to ask how you wish to proceed in regards to a plea. Right now, do you have a plan in regards to an attorney? Are you hiring an attorney, asking the court to appoint, representing yourself?
Represent myself, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Curvin, you looks like you're 33 years old. So absent some other compelling reason, you'd be able to represent yourself. If you wish to, I'm going to ask what your plea is. If you wish to have a trial, if you wish to, I don't know if you qualify for a diversion, if you wish to try to get the case resolved either through counsel or yourself with the county attorney's office, any of those things, then your plea should be not guilty. If you choose to plead guilty, then we would proceed to sentencing. I would hear from both parties in a pronounced sentence. If you plead no contest, that is then if the state were to present what we refer to as a proffer, a person who's pleading no contest are not challenging the charge, but they're not pleading guilty per se. If there's a proffer that supports the facts that would result in a guilty verdict, then that person would be found guilty and we'd proceed to sentencing in the same manner as I described before. With those things in mind, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Are we on the record?
Yes.
So on the record before I make a plea, I'd like to simply state that I do not understand the nature and cause of the action in regard of the elements of my personal jurisdiction, the venue, and the nature cause of action until the prosecution has properly alleged them for me, and therefore I'm not able to enter a plea until then. I'd like to know if it's going to be if I'm going to be tried under common law, or is it going to be under maritime law?
Jurisdiction. Translation: he's basically saying, I don't recognize your authority. Yeah, good luck with that. Now here's the backstory. This man is in court because he doesn't believe he needs a driver's license. You already know where this is going. He's spouting the usual "I'm not driving, I'm traveling" routine, the classic sovereign citizen script. The kind of nonsense that's been thrown out of courtrooms across America 1,000 times. And the best part? He's standing there acting like if he strings enough big words together, the judge is just going to slam the gavel and say, "Case dismissed. You're free to go, traveler." Yeah, not happening. The judge, calm as ever, tries to walk him through it. Do you want to try?
Can you speak up a little bit? It's difficult to hear you.
I got my headphones on. Did you hear what I said, or just what part did you need to
I heard part of what you said, so.
Okay. I was saying, for the record, I did not simply understand nature and cause of action brought against me with regards of the elements of our personal jurisdiction, and also the nature cause of action until the jurisdiction, the prosecution has let me know what they're going to try me underneath, so I can let you know what I'm going to make my plea. I'm not really sure if it's under common law or is it maritime law. So I can know how to defend myself, and then I can enter my plea.
All right. Have you filed a motion for discovery in this case?
I filed in my I put a special appearance and affidavit in about a week ago.
Well, there's something that's listed as correspondence in the court file. I'm looking at it now. It's not an official pleading. Neither does it state that you've requested information from the state that we refer to as discovery.
You didn't receive. I emailed. I actually faxed I faxed the special appearance. Did you receive it?
There's a document that looks like it is served or before a notary in Oklahoma
Mm-hmm.
that reflects what appears to be your signature and says respondent beneficiary of the named defendant
They,
in constitutional rights / benefits.
it
Is
should be
that the
like a,
document you're referring to?
yeah, I think is it just only one they went through? Because it's like 4 pages, 4 or 5, a few pages that went through, not just one.
There's a one-page document.
There's only one. It's supposed to be more. I faxed to more over there. It was supposed to be like 4 pages.
It's one page.
Yeah,
Where it begins is at the top. It says the Supreme Court said in U.S. versus Mirsky.
yeah. I have a copy right here with me. I think you're just referring to the last page, and I sent like 4 pages of them. I think I got it notarized at the end of it, and I think the notary already sent the last page to you, but it was supposed to be 4 more pages to go with that. And that was the special appearance.
All right. Are you entering a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I cannot answer a plea at the moment because I'm not sure what I'm going to be tried under. What jurisdiction am I going to be tried under? I do not understand the nature of the cause of action brought up yesterday.
Well, I've explained what you're charged with.
Yes.
I'm going to put you down as a plea of not guilty and set this matter for trial. If you wish to,
Because my special parents didn't make it. I need to rescind it as well.
Do you want an attorney? Do you want to plead guilty? Simple questions. But instead of giving straight answers, our sovereign friend goes on about common law versus maritime law, like this is some kind of pirate trial. Now let's pause here. Does anybody watching actually understand sovereign citizen language? Because, to me, it sounds like a mashup of Google search results, courtroom movies, and a little bit of wishful thinking. They all use the exact same script, and none of them ever win. The only thing they succeed in doing is wasting the court's time. But here's the kicker. Despite all this, he's still surprisingly respectful. He's not yelling, he's not swearing, he's just calmly digging himself into a legal grave. It's almost polite delusion, and just when you think he's finished, he pulls out his
Can I reset it so I can have a chance to rescind my special appearance because it didn't make it into. I guess you only had the last copy of it. There's more pages that you didn't receive. I need to enter that in beforehand. How can I reset it so I can do that? I have time to do that. I can do it today, and we can reset it for this same time next week if that's okay with you.
I'm going to go ahead and set this for trial. You can, if you have pretrial motions that you'd like to address, they need to be properly filed.
Okay.
Sometimes if people are representing themselves, they're still held to the same standard as an attorney would be.
Yes, sir.
And sometimes people don't have the experience to do that correctly. So there's an advantage to having an attorney. But I'm going to set aside 2 hours for bench trial.
I'd like to be tried by jury if that's okay. If I'm going to be separate trial, if it has to be separate trial.
Have you made a written request for trial by jury?
I have not. This is my first appearance today.
If you're seeking to have a jury trial, then you're going to need to file a written motion in that regard.
Okay.
Again, pursuant to Kansas law, there are restrictions in that regard. When we set a jury trial, I generally have a pretrial date that we have. You will be required to be here at Elk County to conduct that hearing. If you have pretrial motions that you're wishing to have heard, we typically would do that in advance at a pretrial. I'm going to set a pretrial date at this time. It'll give you an opportunity to place your written motion for request for jury trial.
Called special appearance documents, notarized papers he swears will magically shield him from the court's jurisdiction. The problem, the court, only received 1 page out of his supposed 4-page masterpiece. And the judge, completely unfazed. He's seen this act before, probably more times than he can count. So the big question becomes, how's this judge going to handle him? And will our sovereign citizen finally wake up to reality, or is he determined to ride this nonsense all the way into contempt? So the judge, cool as ice, cuts right through the noise. He tells the defendant, "Look, I've explained your charges. You're accused of driving without a license. That's the law. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you, and we're moving this to trial." And just like that, all of our sovereign friends rambling about jurisdiction and special appearances hits a brick wall. The judge isn't playing peekaboo with the law. Once you're standing in court, the court has jurisdiction, period. But our guy doesn't give up. He asks if he can reset his special appearance because apparently the judge only got the last page. He insists he has more pages that didn't make it through, as if those extra sheets of paper are going to unlock the courtroom's secret exit door. The judge calmly tells him, "If you want motions filed, do it the right way, because representing yourself means you're held to the same standard as an attorney." That's when reality creeps in. The judge sets the case for trial. 2 full hours bench trial. And the defendant, clearly not thrilled, quickly asks for a jury trial instead. The judge explains, "Fine, but you'll need to file a written motion." Again, basic courtroom procedure that this guy seems to think he can skip with legal buzzwords. Now here's the thing. Imagine this guy standing in front of a jury, 12 regular people listening to him talk about how he's a traveler instead of a driver, waving notarized papers like they're golden. Tickets. Do you think anyone on that jury is going to buy it? Absolutely not. They're going to look at him the same way we are, like a man who's convinced himself he found a loophole in Monopoly. And that's the heart of every sovereign citizen case. They walk in thinking they've outsmarted the system with secret phrases. But what they really do is make themselves look ridiculous while stacking up fines, probation, or even jail time. Will he win a jury trial? Not a chance. Driving without a license is illegal in all 50 states. There's no magical traveler exemption. The best he can hope for is a fine, maybe probation. But a courtroom victory? Not happening. And unfortunately, since jury trials usually aren't posted online, we may not get to see the finale. But if history tells us anything, this guy's ending is already written. And it doesn't involve walking away a free man. So what do you think? Do sovereign citizens actually believe this script works? Or are they just too stubborn to admit the truth? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. And as always, thank you for watching.